Hey everybody, it's Randy here. I'm just coming at you from rtsmobile.com, the home for Clash of Kings gaming community. What we're doing tonight is doing a quick trial run through the Clash of Kings Dragon campaign Global Championship Tournament Trials. The actual tournament is September 16th. So right now we're just going through the trial here where we're testing out the bugs. We'll have a nice 15 versus 15 battle in just a minute once I show you some setup. So right now what you're seeing me do is switch over to my level 20 helmet and my level 20 boots, and that's to speed up my research speed. Clash of Kings has given us a list of 19 items, like a 19 item checklist that we need to complete prior to the match starting. And really the point of that, ladies and gentlemen, is to test your knowledge of the game, test your skill a little bit, and give you a chance to kind of create your own build, right? So you're going to be able to roll your Dragon Glass, you're going to be able to put on whatever armor set you want, you're going to be able to build your combat build however you like, you're going to be able to train what kind of troops you want, and really, I think it's fantastic, the setup phase. Definitely going to make it very unique. As you can see, since I maxed out my research potential with my hero garrison and my armor swaps, I'm just blowing right through these equipment research, one of the checklist items. Once this is over, I'm going to pull my hero out of the college and we're going to move on to the next step. And the next step we're going to do here is purify my Dragon Glass. So you do want to purify a couple different Dragon Glasses here, guys. You're going to want to do your level what is it, 25? I mean, you can kind of pick between 25 and 30. Your level 25, I like a little bit better than level 30 because it has 10% troop defense and troop offense built in. You're also going to want to purify your soldier training one, which I believe is your level 10. I'm going to jump to our your level 5. So this is going to increase my training speed. I want to purify this and get additional training speeds before I jump into training my troops. The training speed I want is archer and infantry, so we'll see how we do here. And once we get that all set up, we're going to go ahead and start training some troops, guys. And that's the real goal. So now we're going to train some archers. We're going to train some T8 archers, guys, and then we're going to jump over and train some T10 archers, and then we're going to train some T10 infantry. And I'll show you in just a second exactly why I'm training T10 infantry. We'll get to that a little bit later in the video, everybody. I'm sure 90% of these other players are just going to train T8 archers and T10 archers, and you know what? They're probably your most valuable damage dealer, but I'll be running with a different strategy, never seen before. Guarantee you any other video, any other strategy. I promise you this is the first time you're ever going to see this. Once again, this is brought to you by Randy from rtsmobile.com. Come visit the website. Join the free Clash of Kings community. We're up to 120 members now. You know, the website's been launched for 1 week, guys. 1 week, 120 members. Come join for free. You know, come hang out, post on the forums, update your profile, and check out the free guides we got. So anyways, we're just swapping our talents over to support just to get the training speed. We are going to want to train troops as fast as we can and save our gold. The real goal is to end with about 150,000 gold to save in reserves for healing your troops. And I'll tell you why. You only have 500 2-hour healing speed ups, guys. That's it. 500. So once you blow through those 500, you're going to need some gold to heal. You don't want to burn out all your gold training troops. You don't want to burn out all your gold, you know, purifying your Dragon Glass for that extra 1 or 2%. Get it pretty good and save the rest of your gold for healing. That's my best recommendation, guys. So now you can see I trained a couple infantry. I trained 100,000 infantry, 300,000 T8 archers, I believe, and 100,000 T10s. I do have a good amount of gold left, so what I want to go ahead and do is start putting on my hero equipment. I want to re-equip my heroes, get them fully loaded, get them all set up. I won't show you all of them. I'll just run you through the last one so you get the idea. You go to your hero hall, re-equip your armor, since you've now swapped through 2 or 3 different sets of armor on your main lord to get the bonuses you need for training and for researching science. So remember that. Don't forget to change your armor to research speed faster and train faster. You're then going to want to garrison Selma in the drill grounds and get that added march size. You know, I did see a lot of players in the last trial keeping Selma and using her in combat. And you know what? I'd rather... I mean, she has her uses. I'm not denying it. But for my purposes, I'm definitely more interested in that maximum march size. And, you know, we'll get to that in a minute. So right now I'm building my initial archer damage focus with infantry and cavalry backup and some infantry defense in there. This is my archer damage focus combat build. Pretty standard. You're not going to see too much deviation from this. You may see some people, you know, put some more points in the infantry, put some more points in the horses. Typically, I have almost always maxed out my infantry defense and HP. In this route, I'm going to test out a little bit of a different build and get a little bit of siege damage in there. I really want to see, you know, if that's worth it. I saw somebody running a split layer archer siege infantry, and you know what? They got some decent damage going out. So I'm going to give that a shot today, guys, in this maxed out P6. Now that I got that build together, I'm going to put together... This is the unique part of this video, guys. We're going to put together an infantry-focused build, right? I'm still going to have a lot of points to go through my archers, so we're going to put archer damage in there. But the entire purpose of this build is to max out my infantry defense and toughness. And I'll tell you why. When we go and we start rallying on the palace, we start rallying on those focus points, I want my team to be sending mostly damage. I want them to send a couple infantry. I want them to send a little bit of a balanced layer, but focus on damage. My main goal, and the whole reason why I trained another 10% infantry and why I'm going infantry build as a backup, my main goal, if I decide to go with this spec, is going to be to send 200 to 250,000 shield infantry to each rally, and my guys are going to soak a lot more damage than my teammates' infantry. And I'm really going to be the shield in that combo. So what you're seeing different here is instead of having 15 people with balanced, balanced attacks, what I'm trying right now, and something that Savage K and I have been talking about for the past day or two here, trying out an infantry-centered build. We're going to have 400% infantry damage. We're going to have around 200% infantry HP, 170-something infantry defense. And we're really just going to be, it's going to be like their troops hitting a wall, right? So if I can get 300,000 or 400,000 infantry into a 2 million rally, we're pretty good. There's no chance in hell they're going to take away any point from us. So now that the match started, we're just talking strategy real quick. I'm just running through our basic strategy. I'm just letting everybody know, I am going to be rocking the infantry build for a little bit. And you know what? If it doesn't work, I already set up my backup spec with my archer and siege damage. So I think this should work out well. I'm going to swap my gear over now. I'm going to swap my build to the infantry, and I'm going to swap my gear to level 35. Except for my weapon and my ring and maybe one other piece here which doesn't have infantry defense on it. I'm not really interested in pieces that have 30 or 40% infantry attack, because again, I am going to be sending archers, and I am going to be sending a layer with each attack. So the real goal is to have my infantry defense and HP maximized, and then have decent damage on my other troops. It's literally going to be like the enemy hitting a wall. I'm going to deal enough damage to make them hurt, make them regret their day, but the real goal is to just provide the meat in the army. There's no being selfish here, guys. No being selfish in the Dragon Campaign Championships. We need to give it all to get it all. You got to risk it to get the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Alright, guys. I'm just swapping up my hero armor here, making sure he's got his level 40 stuff I was just wearing. I want to make sure I can use the 3 heroes I have available. I may even take Selma out of the barracks. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to leave her in there for now and see how the march size helps me. And you know what? It's almost time to get going here, guys. It's almost time to jump in here and rock and roll. So what I really don't want to do is, jump into this and my teammates not be fully aware of what I'm doing. So I'm just going to make sure they understand I'm going to be loading this thing full of super-powered infantry. We're going to call this, Super Saiyan infantry build. Why not? Why not, guys? So this is a Super Saiyan infantry build, letting everybody know, in my Lions here, my attack strategy. I want them to all send more damage. I'm going to be focusing on the meat shields like we've been talking about. And that's really one of the keys to victory, guys. You want to make sure you have good communication with your team. You don't want to leave anybody in the dark. You want to make sure everybody's included. You want to make sure you hear everybody's opinion. You know, if I want to go for this build and 10 people tell me not to do it, there's a chance I may, not do it and stick to a more conventional build just to stick with their advice until I get a chance to try this on my own. But I am going to try this tonight. We are going to prove this concept tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to show you this in action. We definitely don't want any of our guys solo attacking, right? Because if you solo attack, there's a good chance you're going to lose or come in there with a half-full rally. Only solo attack if you're going to win for sure, and then withdraw your troops right away or reinforce your troops right away. And it looks like it's time to go, guys. Looks like it's time to go. Let's jump over the crystal. Getting a little bit of lag here. Looks like we got about a 2 or 3 second delay. It was not letting me click on the crystal. We do have some troops in there. We have half our team remaining behind to speed send troops from where we started until the rest of us can get here and send troops in to reinforce. I'm going to send in my infantry march here, 200,000 infantry with Rufus and my level 35 armor equipped. So I'm going to have Super Saiyan infantry rocking and rolling here, guys. Excellent. There we go. Okay, we're coming in. We're inside. We got a single march coming at us. This should be a pretty easy victory. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to resend some more infantry and pad that up. I just want to stay the meat shields. If anyone's infantries are going to die, they're my infantry. And my infantry are going to soak twice as much damage as anyone else's. And that's the goal here, guys. The goal here is to have strong enough infantry where you can tank 2 to 3 full rallies at once within 1 second of each other without reinforcing and win. That's the goal. I'm just sending more infantry. I'm babysitting this crystal. You know what? That's what you're going to see from me a lot tonight, guys. My real goal tonight is to babysit these points. Obviously, the crystal is my #1 priority. Every time an enemy rally hits, I'm going to check how many infantry I have left. And you know what? I want to stay somewhere around 350 to 500,000 infantry in there. As long as that's the case, we should defend every single rally that hits. And again, this strategy has not been tried to my knowledge. Nothing recorded, nothing shared. We're testing it, theory crafting it tonight just for you, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys check it out, and you know what? I think you're going to enjoy the show. Excellent. So we definitely do want some offensive rallies. This isn't a defensive game, although I am playing defense this particular match. And I think it may work out if 1 or 2 other people play the same role as me, and you got 1 or 2 other people that focus only damage and don't send infantry. And I think that's really going to be the sweet spot here. And Savage K from Kingdom 21, Clash of Kings, the West, one of my good buddies. Props to Savage, great YouTuber, great player, great strategist. Me and him have a few cards up our sleeves, which we're not going to reveal tonight. You guys will see during the Dragon Campaign Global Championships on September 16th, Los Angeles, California, guys. Make sure you watch. We'll be live streaming at rtsmobile.com, the amazing new free Clash of Kings community site. Okay, we'll also be hosting videos afterwards, publishing videos, getting some good tips, tricks, and really show you the strategy that wins the match. So once again, make sure you watch on September 16th. That's in about 15 days from now. So what we're doing now is just babysitting the crystal like I was talking about, everybody. We're just going through, making sure we got troops in the crystal. When there's troops down, you see there's rallies coming. We got several rallies coming all at once here. I am going to send some troops and support these other rallies from my team. You see, we just had 2 rallies hit. There's a 3rd rally hitting the crystal right now, so we're probably going to be down about 500,000 troops. And you know what? What we're going to do is just reinforce it. We're going to see how these guys do. And then reinforce that. There we go. Look at that. We're still holding strong. 3 rallies hit, guys. 3 rallies. We still got troops. Still got plenty of troops. We're going to send a little bit more here. Yep, looks like we're down about 500,000 troops. We definitely want to fill that back up. I seem to be having some problems reinforcing this. Damn. The little bit buggy Clash of Kings Elix is a little bit buggy trying to select the crystal tonight, but that's okay. It's not a problem, guys. Just walk through this combat log real quick. Yeah, I just want to give you guys a good understanding. Quick view of the enemy troops, our troops. I don't want to go into too much detail. I think our last two videos, they were a little bit lengthy because I went into a lot of detail. You can always visit the site rtsmobile.com and really dissect the science behind the formations. I don't want to bore you too much and go through each individual troop. And what I do want to do is look at the different rallies that I can reinforce, see what kind of points that we can jump into and help our team out. Just going to check out the troops that I got left. It looks like I do have about 400,000 infantry remaining within the crystal. I'm going to send a little bit more infantry and really solidify that meat shield that we've been talking about all match, ladies and gentlemen. You keep seeing the enemy, 2 or 3 of the enemies keep just solo attacking the Crystal Palace. Awful strategy. You know what? They failed in their first dozen or so rallies. They just lost rally after rally, so now they're trying a different strategy. Props to them for adapting and changing and trying to win. You know, trying to make the changes they need in order to beat these Super Saiyan infantry. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's just not going to happen tonight, baby. It's not going to happen tonight. You know, I wish I could say they had a chance, but it doesn't look like it. Again, this is a 15 versus 15, very different from last match, last week when we had a 6 versus 9. It's now a very even match, 15 versus 15, and Elix made a fantastic change tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They gave us a 15-minute window. 15 minutes to talk strategy before the game started, after the prep phase, which is exactly what we need. We were able to iron out all the kinks, all the details, really dissect our strategy down to the bone. You know, at night 5 and night 11, you two did a great job taking charge of the team early on. So now we're just going to go through the battle log like we were doing a minute ago and look for good reinforcement points. I see 2 red lines coming over here. I see some troops I can fit, so we're going to send some troops down here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Get some sniper reinforcements in before the enemy hits. And let's see how we did. Did they attack yet? Oh, they didn't land yet. They must be coming. Just take a quick look at the troops fortifying, the 2 million troops we got fortifying this tower. Very nice. Good balance formations here. I see good. Oh, there's the rally hits. So that's one of the issues we're having tonight. Is it looks like the rallies land, and then about 10 to 12 seconds later, the rallies actually mathematically hit the books. So visually, you see them land. According to your march speed, you see them land, and about 10 to 12 seconds later, they actually deal their damage. And you know what? That may not be a big deal as long as all the marches are delayed an even amount. It definitely would be something look forward to being fixed for the championships on September 16th. Excellent. So yeah, we're just reinforcing the crystal as we've been doing all game, babysitting the crystal. I'm going to join in these 2 rallies going on. I want to make sure my teammates, looks like I'm running a little bit low on infantry, but I want to make sure my teammates have my full support and they have this, you know, bloody shield wall here that can just take the punishment needed to win a rally. So I do have 2 or 3 of my teammates focusing mainly archer damage, sending about 200,000 archers. And as we discussed last video, last week, once you hit about 140, 160,000 archers, you really start to see scaling depreciation. So you no longer will be getting, you know, a kill for every 2 archers. Then you'll be getting a kill for every 3 archers you send. Once you hit 200,000, you'll be getting a kill for every 4 archers you send. So really, according to just the ratios, 200,000 archers is going to do just as much damage in a full rally as 150,000 archers. They may do a tiny bit more just because they are still scaling, but troop for troop, the more you send, the less valuable they are. That's why I don't want to send 370,000 infantry. I want to send 200,000 infantry to the rally. For the defenses, as we talked about before, I do like having about 350 to 500,000 infantry in there just to soak that damage. And the real purpose is to be able to soak more than 1 rally hitting at a time. So the objective there is not to just win 1 rally. It's to win, you know, we're still having high damage. We may be doing 90% of our full damage potential because I'm taking up some troop bodies, but we're also soaking, 150 to 200% of our damage soaking potential with all these Super Saiyan infantry hanging out in here. We just got victory after victory. This is going very well tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Complete night and day compared to last week where we got massacred. Team only had 6 members versus 9. This time it's going evenly. It's going well. I think, our opponents are putting up a good fight. I believe the score I checked a second ago, 800 to about 1,400. It's not too far off. The enemy is starting to slowly break away and take these smaller points now that they lost a lot of rallies. You can see a lot of their members have already teleported away from the crystal. We'll check that in a second. You can see a lot of the members teleported away from the crystal. They're trying to take smaller points, trying to get their points back in volume versus quality. So having a high volume of low quality points can still get you the same amount or even more points than having just the 2 or 3 main high quality points getting 8 to 16 points every second, right? So you cap 4 places getting 1 point every 5 seconds. That's the same as the crystal getting 8 points every second. So it's just going well. It's going well tonight, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I hope this is going well in your book as it is in mine. I think I'm enjoying this proof of concept here with this infantry strong strategy. I'm definitely enjoying it. I think it's working out well. I also want to give a big shout out to my 2 boys, Troublemaker and Savage K, who are unfortunately playing on the other team tonight. Clash of Kings wanted to separate the streamers for this test, so we have a couple YouTube video creators on each team. I think Daydreams is also on their team. Big shout out to Nye. Hi, Nye. She's over there on the other team taking the charge. It's Team Nye against Team Clarence tonight. I ended up on Clarence's side. Sorry, Nye. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. She is my biggest fan. So what I'm letting my team know now, we're just communicating that I need to withdraw my troops soon. I have about 3/4 of my infantry wounded at this point, and until I withdraw from the crystal, I really can't heal them, and that's a good 600,000 or 700,000 infantry that I can't use to support my team's other rallies. So I want to communicate to my team that I'm ready to pull some troops out. I need to do some healing. I am going to swap my Dragon Glass, as you just saw. And the point of swapping the Dragon Glass, ladies and gentlemen, is to get that 25% additional healing time reduction. And you know what? It might be worth it to switch my entire Lord talent tree to support and get that insane amount of healing reduction. And probably, swap out the armor a little bit. Right now I'm a little pressed for time, so the Dragon Glass is all I'm going to do. I don't want to leave the crystal stranded without my 400,000 Super Saiyan infantry. I want to make sure I can get back in there and really fortify it well. It looks like we actually lost the crystal. Look at that. I withdrew. 2 people reinforced. We lost the crystal. I don't think it was just because I recalled. I think, I didn't pay attention close enough to 2 or 3 rallies that were about to hit, and I probably should have waited for them to hit before I withdrew. So my apologies to the Knight team here on Alliance Lat. So we're going to retake the crystal, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to retake the crystal. You can see we got 4 rallies going. I'm going to send my infantry meat wall to each one of these. My Super Saiyan infantry are going to soak for all of these different rallies, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take the crystal back. And, oh yeah, we're going to reinforce this point. Yeah, here we go, baby. They got 2 marches coming. You know what? I got a wall of shields coming, guys. Take them out. Here we go. Come on. Probably should send a second march. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to send a second march once this first one lands. Really get some good reinforcements in there. I want to hold this point. I want to make sure that we're strategically snipe reinforcing, and that's what we're going to call it. And that's when you kind of catch them off guard. I think there are too many speed ups right now. I think we need to reduce the number of total speed ups in the game from 1,000 to about 300, maybe 400 just to be nice. The amount of speed ups really makes it so you can see I'm speeding up all the marches I send by at least 1 or 2 speed ups, and I'm barely through, the first 70. So I think we limit it to 300. It'll really increase the skill cap on this competition. We do have the crystal back, as you just saw. We took it back with our several rallies. I do want to keep this video short and sweet, guys, so we're going to cut it out in just a minute here. Great job to my team. You know, we retook the crystal after losing it, so that shows, you know, great prowess there in your combat formations and your layering and your sciences. Great job, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go through the combat formations in more detail next time. And you know what? Visit rtsmobile.com for more great videos, exclusive content from Troublemaker, myself, and Savage K. And you know what? Come hang out with the free guide and talk with the devs and the mods, and we'll have a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this Dragon Campaign Global Championship Tournament Trials. I hope you're looking forward to September 16th, where we're all being flown to Los Angeles to stay in a hotel and do this event live streamed. Once again, you can check out the live stream at rtsmobile.com. And you know what? Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great night.